Howdy, y'all. Welcome back to another YouTube live stream. This is actually another one of those types of streams, and as you can tell by the title, this is another stream invite to Mr. Biz Suits. Yet I am not alone. I got two people with me this time, but uh, last time it was Massimo and Joshua. Joshua is in here, but I'll introduce him after this next one. But it's not Massimo in here this time. We got Jackson this time. Jackson?
Oh, hello. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream.
Yeah, we got Jackson in here this time, along with Joshua.
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah. And also, I will not be doing the profile pictures today. Thing today.
Because this is a serious moment for you, Jackson. This is a serious moment for you. So we got the stream started, and what I will do is I will put the link in chat because Mr. BizSuits will want the live chat link. So the live stream link through StreamYard. So that's why I am sending it in chat. And I will not allow anyone else but us and Mr. BizSuits into the stream. So if anyone else wants to join, you should have talked to me. Otherwise, you should have talked to me before. So, wait, most of them don't have me on Discord. So, and plus my Discord's just the same thing as my YouTube channel, just without the 567. So there we go. There's that. So we're just gonna wait for Suits to come in because Wyatt did say that he talked to Suits and he says that he would join, will be here. So I did put the link in chat just to, make sure that we got everything. So, So just wanted to make sure everything's going good. So,
pretty much. All I need to say is that this is very exciting for me. I have not talked to Mr. Business Suits ever.
Yeah, and this is gonna be my second time on stream that I get to talk to the guy because honestly, with how last time went, that I have over 700 views from that first stream that had him in there, and I'll just see how this one goes because this is the second one, and who knows how this one will go. This could be better, this could be worse than the last one, but we'll see because I'm on streams right now, and as of right now, as of this stream going on, the first one I did has 727 views from the 2 weeks to 2-3 weeks ago. So, and that was February 10th when I did that. So, lost the clips. Sorry, I can't really add you in here. Maybe next time. Sorry, but you can watch it. You can talk a chat though. I'll still talk a chat, but I just can't have you, be in here because it's not really. Thanks, Wyatt. Thanks for letting me know, and thanks for the compliment, man. Suits is coming right now, so Suits should be here any second now. So, but yeah, the first stream that Suits did with me did absolutely crazy, going well over the charts with the views because, hold on, if I okay, hi Cayman, hey JJ.
Hey, JJ.
So if I do the math real quick, it's at 727, and my previous most each stream has 220. So that no, 727 minus 220, not plus. I don't know why it said that, but That's 507 views more than the most viewed stream. So that's a big fucking jump with the whole with that stream. And the Mr. Business stream from last time is way shorter. Is Mr. Business green? I don't know what you're talking. He just asked if Mr. Business is green. What the
WTF?
Yeah, WTF. But and the stream, the Mr. Business stream is way shorter, like about 16 minutes shorter. 16 minutes shorter than the previous one, but it's just crazy. And we got a big boost in here as well. Hello, everybody. Hi, welcome to the stream. To all that are new, we're just waiting on Suits. We're gonna have a very awesome time, and we're gonna. It's like last time I was very, very pumped because that was the first time I get to meet Suits, and you know, good, Aiden. I'm glad you do. That's cool, Aiden. I actually post a couple of VR videos sometimes, but I don't often do it. So, but I'm wanting to get back into the groove of posting VR videos. So, but yeah, this the last Mr. Business stream I did went off the charts. It's now my most viewed stream and whatnot. So,
yeah.
Yeah, you know what, Cayman? I'm sure this will actually help you day get better because it's your friends you're watching. So you know.
Yeah. You can watch me try to get Joe canceled on stream. Not really. Not today.
Not today. Not today. You can whenever I stream next after this, but today, no, you're not going to get me canceled. Okay, you do
not in front of Suits.
Not in front of Suits, man. Okay, this is the moment you're waiting for, Jackson. He is right here.
Hello?
He's right here.
Hello. Hey, Mr. Business Suits.
It's me.
Yeah. We're in your presence again.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Suits. I got some good news for you, man.
Okay.
So the last stream that I did with you,
right.
That last stream, that got me 727 views. And that's my most viewed stream ever, man. And that was the first stream I did with you. That's my most viewed stream with you in it. So, and my most viewed stream before had 220 views, but since it was a stream with you, it went over 507 views. Just with you in it, so that kind of went over the charts.
Me?
Yeah, because you're one of the reasons why that stream kicked off, man.
And then, well, that's crazy, and you know what? None of that would have happened unless Joe had not invited me to the stream, to his channel, for that to happen, and none of that would have happened without all of you watching the stream.
Yeah.
So thank you, Joe, for that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
That's awesome.
And then that stream. Besides that stream, the two videos I posted with you, both those videos cracked over 100 views. The first video I posted 271. The second video 153. So that's like with both the stream and those two videos. Both all those combined cracked over 1,000 views combined.
Oh my
1,000 video views. Yeah, 1,000 video views combined with just you in there. So
yeah. So, Mr. Business Suits, you seem to be seem to
Oh,
be
Jackson,
famous.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
Jackson.
This is Jackson 2008.
Right.
You wouldn't really know him until now because he wasn't really involved in the drama as
Right.
much like me and Massimo, and Joshua were.
Yeah.
But he back then he did post a couple of videos on you, but that's back then. So
Right.
uh,
Fair.
yeah.
That's true.
Honestly, I'll probably delete those videos. I don't think they're necessary to be up anymore.
Oh, well, thank you, Jackson. Thank you very much for that.
Yeah.
How are you, Suits?
Joshua, how are you doing, sir?
Great. How about you?
You know, just living life a day at a time.
Yeah, that's really all we can do, right?
Perfect answer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Jackson, what me, Massimo, and Joshua did last time with Suits was what we asked some questions on stuff that we want to talk about, and then Suits also asked us questions,
Right.
and then you know we did a whole 2 hours of that of us just talking with Suits and asking him questions, having a whole conversation with that. So that's that was from last time, and the same thing applies here. So if you got any questions for Suits, you can ask Suits the questions, and Suits, same goes with you. If you got any questions for us, if it
Especially
can
me.
be. Yeah, it can be for any of us. It could be for all of us, or it could just be for like any specific one of us. You could go right on ahead. We'll be willing to answer the questions and to the best of our ability. And earlier, this is completely off topic, but earlier I actually was talking with Jackson, and instead I told Jackson that he had to be serious for this one because, because it's in front of you. So I didn't want him to make a fool. I didn't want him to make a fool of himself. So
No, I agree to that because usually I do act the part of a fool in these streams.
Okay.
If you watch any of these other streams, I say some stuff that. Okay, here's the thing: the stuff I say on these streams might get me canceled, but the only reason I really say them is because, it's just for entertainment purposes. I don't mean any of the stuff I say. Like when I don't know. Just as an example, when I get profile pictures like this one and stuff.
your camera's on, so you can't really see the profile pictures. But basically, when Jackson has like a certain profile picture up, or whenever Jackson like says a joke or whatnot, then he doesn't really mean it, but he's just saying it for joking purposes and entertainment wise. So
yeah, pretty much. That's what it is. That's how it is for me. That's who I am. I am called the the ultimate troll for a reason.
Yeah.
Okay.
Suits, someone in chat wants to know if you are from around the Kansas City area.
I'm not gonna answer that question. That's kind of a personal question.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm right here at this number at this time. Come find me. Yeah, I think certain things that are just not meant to be.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna ask that.
Yeah. So, let's get this stream going, shall we?
Yeah. So
party time. Let's go.
Yeah. So, Mr. Business Suits, I do have a question for you. So how does it feel to be actually talking to all of us after everything we went through a couple of years back?
Well, oh my gosh. Well, first of all, it's one thing to talk in a video upload, and it's like, okay, time to upload and that's it, rather than doing this where I'm actually talking to all of you now. I don't know how to answer that question. I mean, it's definitely a experience that's different. It's one thing to just talk in a video upload, but it's a whole different thing to talk to somebody like now, you know? So, okay, there
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah.
And if you have any questions for me, Suits, you can go ahead and give me some questions about me.
Hey,
Well,
Suits, can I ask you a question?
ask away.
My question to you is, what is your favorite NFL football team?
Well, obviously, I'm a Chiefs fan, but I have respect for all the teams. I mean, I think all teams have the potential to be great. I mean, I don't know. So, I mean, there you go with that. But if I had to pick one, it would be the Chiefs. It would be the Chiefs. But I just like to collect, these. So,
Yeah.
okay, there you go.
All right.
And if you didn't know
Yeah.
But
And if you didn't know about me, sometimes when teams lose, I say, "Hey, what happened?"
Yeah. Joshua just likes to talk all gibberish whenever a team that he's rooting for is losing. So that's
For real.
Joshua there for you.
Yeah, Joshua, I think he kind of deserves to be in a mental asylum when he does that, but that's
Oh! Oh shit! Okay, Jackson, you're starting to lose your edge there, man. Come
Okay.
on.
I was
Okay.
just kidding. I was just kidding there.
I'm not saying anything. It's all
Okay.
good.
Okay. So, me and a couple of other people have actually talked about this on one of my streams before, or on one of my streams. But I wanted to get your opinion on this. So, Suits, what would you like say if someone like said for you to take your content down if like they didn't like your content? Like, let's say like someone was like mad, like when someone saw one of your old videos and was like, "Hey, you need to take this down. It will it offends me in a certain way." And it doesn't seem to offend anyone else but them. Like, what would you say to that person?
Okay. First of all, that depends on number one, who is the person that started talking the disrespect first. So like, was it me or that person? That's first off, and then number two,
Yeah. So let's say it was them that started it first, and and it was you just like saying your opinions on whatever you were talking about, and they just started it first. How would you go on? How would you what would you say to them, and how would you go? How would you what would you say to them and whatnot?
Okay. Number two, that depends on what the topic was, what the person said.
So I don't know.
And then, so based on that, I would.
I'm gonna have to ask this guy.
Ask who?
Soda wants to join the stream. You would have to ask Joe if he wants to.
I was like, okay, but yeah. I mean, so say that person. So say that the opposing person told me, "Hey, put the video down." Then I said, "Okay, well, say that you happen to have any videos about me, then why don't you take it down?" And then, okay, I'll take it down. So, you do that, I do this, we're good.
All right. So basically, what you're saying is that, like, let's say that if that person had videos on you and you upload that video, and they wanted you to take the content down, like about whatever, like you said, about them or something like that. But if they have videos on you, then you'll politely ask them to take the videos down, and then you'll take that video down, and then we're good, right?
Right. And okay. So like I said, all of that depends on what the person said and what the topic was about. I mean, that's not exactly a easy question to answer. I mean, that kind of varies on what was said and what the topic was. I
Yeah.
mean, so based off of that, I would say, okay, well, if this what was said and this is the topic, okay, do I take it down or do I keep it up? It
Yeah,
it
I
varies.
understand. Yeah,
So
and like so, like, and another thing I want to know is like after the last stream that you and me did with each other, like how did it feel since you got to hang out one like after that one stream? How did you feel after that stream, and like how like did you like feel like the days after up until this stream?
I had a great time. Every second, minute, hour of that stream, it was absolutely awesome. So I'm
Yeah,
good. It was a good
yeah,
time.
yeah. Uh, yeah.
Just to let you guys know, unless Joe agrees to it, nobody else is joining the stream. So Soda, you would have to ask Joe about that.
Yeah, yeah. We're if Suits, if you're wondering, Jackson's looking at chat, and I think he's also looking at Discord as well. So that's kind of why. So
Yeah. So yeah, guys, if you do if so Soda, I ask Joe on Discord, maybe that will work if you wants to. I mean, I wouldn't mind having him in here as well.
yeah,
Obviously
I
that's up
don't
to
care.
the
I mean, it's Joe's channel, so I mean, I'm not gonna like be like no, I don't
yeah,
care. I mean,
yeah,
it's all good.
yeah. But Suits, Suits, what is your favorite TV show to watch on a like a regular basis, or if it's not on a regular basis, then what would you like? What's your favorite TV show to watch, like on like your own time if you had to?
Okay, what was that show called? It was called The Wonder Years. Do you remember that show?
I don't think I was. I don't know really. I haven't really seen that show.
If you go to Google and just type The Wonder Years, that show was, oh my gosh, it was an absolute classic. Just oh my gosh. But yeah, I would say watch it. Hold on, let me type it in Google and see what comes up. The Wonder Years.
Yeah, I just pulled it up, and
Yeah,
yeah,
that
it's
show. Oh my gosh, it is an absolute classic. I would definitely watch that.
Okay, Suits.
Oh,
What's
okay.
your favorite fast food restaurant? I'd like to ask.
If I had to pick, I would say Taco Bell. I mean, I don't know.
okay. And here's a follow up question to that. If you got to choose from anything from Taco Bell, what would you normally get like from Taco Bell?
I
Taco
like to
Bell.
order the just the regular tacos that comes with the lettuce and the beef and the cheese. Just the regular tacos, just that one. I mean, that's I don't know. That's what I like. I mean,
All right, and
what about all you? What?
uh, and well, if I had to choose a fast food restaurant to go to, it either if I had to choose one, I'd probably choose uh either Wendy's or Chick-fil-A. And if I chose Chick-fil-A, I'd get the spicy chicken sandwich with like some fries and whatnot. And because that's my all-time thing. And then from Wendy's I get the same thing because they have it there. So those are the things I'd get from those two places.
Same goes to me. Honestly, if I had to pick, I have a top 5 if you would like me to list them.
All right.
Go ahead, Joshua.
Number 1's obviously Chick-fil-A.
Oh.
Number 2, I really like Sonic. It's a really good restaurant. Their ice cream's
Okay.
phenomenal.
That's a good one.
Number 3, Taco Bell. Number 4, I love Dairy Queen.
Okay.
And if I had to choose a 5th, ooh, this is a good one. I absolutely, teetotally. You ever heard of this restaurant called Bojangles?
I think I've heard of it.
Me too.
That
Not around
restaurant.
the area, though.
Oh my god.
Good? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Oh
so
my god,
good.
it's good. Like that? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, and my top 5 like relate to that. 1, Chick-fil-A, 2, Wendy's, 3, McDonald's, 4, I guess Burger King, and then 5. I would have to say I did have I haven't really had Taco Bell much, but I was gonna say Taco Bell. So that's my top 5 from that.
Okay.
Suits, you got any questions for us, or like for any particular one of us, or you got a question for all of us, or what?
Okay, well, okay, well, first off, what I would like to say is that this is the room where I made my very first YouTube video.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll never forget that. Oh my gosh. I was like, what's YouTube? But now, I mean, it's just, different now comparison to what my thoughts about all of this was in 2009. I was like, what's YouTube? I don't know. Let's see. I'll just start talking and just see what happens. Yep. This is the very exact room.
Nice.
That's crazy.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so I have a question for you.
Ask away.
I don't obviously. Okay, I don't want this to sound like a personal question, but how
That's
old are
fine.
you?
Just go
You
ahead.
don't have to give an exact age.
Right.
So how old are you? Because I've never found out about that.
Okay. I'm in my 30s. I'll just.
All right. Yeah.
I'll just leave it at that. I'm in my 30s, so
Yeah.
you can just
Yeah.
get any number in between that. From 30 to 39, I'm somewhere between there.
Yeah. It's like yeah. And it's like yeah. And and if you're and it's like and Suits, I don't know if you knew this, but when we did Suits, when we did our first stream together, it was February 10th, and I was 17 then, and
Okay.
now we're in our second stream, and I'm 18 now. I turned 18 4 days after that stream, so
Awesome.
so we're on 2 completely different ages within those streams, but so
That's
that
cool.
I was just saying on the topic of ages, but
Right.
yeah. So so Suits, do you like anything so besides football, do you like any other sports, or do you just like football?
I like to watch baseball, and there are times that I like to watch basketball, but I only like to watch baseball and basketball when it comes time for them to compete in the playoffs. So I'll just watch the playoffs more so. But to say that I would watch baseball or basketball during the season, so like there's a season and then there's a playoff. So to say that I would watch it during the season, maybe a little here and there, but mainly during the playoffs. So,
Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't really like the NBA that
much. I just think the league is like, I don't know. Just in my opinion, I think the league is super like, I don't know how to describe it. There's just something about the league that feels like it doesn't feel like teamwork really matters that much in the league because, like, as much as other sports, because there was this one guy named LeBron James,
yeah.
and basically LeBron could carry an entire team to the finals, even if the other players weren't that good. And that's
True.
not really exciting to watch when the same team makes the finals like 4 years in a row, or just because they have one guy on their team that's good, and then everyone else is just mediocre. Like, that's not fun to watch. I want to see an all-around good team make the finals, not a team that has one guy. That's just kind of a. I just feel like that's kind of just because it's supposed to be a team sport, right? There's like
right, yeah.
And when you
You're right.
and when you have something like that, it just completely takes away. It just completely ruins team building or anything. It completely negates team building and everything. It's unfair to the other teams, because LeBron is a very good player. That's not his fault. He's just a great player, He's just a great basketball player, and that's a fact. He's one of the best of all time. Deserves.
Yeah. Can I say something?
Yeah.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay.
Hey, Suits, what's your favorite NBA, MLB, and NHL team? Who are your favorites out of those?
Well, first of all, I don't watch hockey like at all, so me trying to answer that question would be absolutely pointless. Okay, so baseball. If I had to pick my favorite, what's that guy's name? Ken Griffey Jr. Do you remember him? Maybe not. No.
He was. I think I know who you're talking about. He's one of the best MLB players, right, of all time.
Yeah. And then basketball. Let me be right back. I actually got his jersey. Hold on. Let me get it.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting.
Look, the WWE Cherry has too. That's the WWE logo, I think.
Michael Jordan.
Ooh,
Oh,
Michael
Chicago
Jordan.
Bulls.
That's
Nice.
Chicago Bulls.
legend.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
nice, man.
Yep.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah. So, Suits, Suits, I saw that you had the WWE chair that you're sitting in.
Yeah.
So, who is your favorite WWE wrestler?
Okay, so my favorite women's wrestler has to be Liv Morgan. I don't know why. Now see, okay. When I say Liv Morgan, that has nothing to do with her looks. It has everything to do with her
unlike skate.
Charisma. Her charisma is like off the charts.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
like
know why.
yeah.
It's just
yeah, and it's like me and another guy named Striving Skate. Me and him love Liv Morgan as well. So you're like you're on the same page in there. But what about normal WWE wrestling? Like it's like without the guys and whatnot.
okay. I'm so sure that I think hold on. I'll be right back with that chart as well.
Oh yeah. So dang, I didn't know he was gonna say Liv Morgan. I was like, if he says Liv Morgan and he says Liv Morgan, I was like, wow. Well, at least you're not a simp like Skate is.
Yeah.
LOL.
Yeah. I'm glad you didn't say that when he was here.
All right. Okay. So, say that I had to pick my a number 2 favorite wrestler of all time, it would have to be Macho Man Randy Savage.
Nice.
Nice.
My favorite's The Undertaker.
Well, that's cool. And then say that I had to pick my number 1 favorite, that would be Bret Hart.
Cool.
Cool.
Yep.
Yeah. Now, here's the good. Now, we asked for your favorite WWE for both. So, what's your least favorite one for both? Like for WWE, who's your least favorite wrestler for both? If you have one.
Well, okay, so my favorite, so that's one. So, okay, so which of the women do I not like at all? Like 0%, like none, like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
What's her name? Nia Jax.
So that's your least favorite one on the women's one?
Oh my gosh, I can't stand her. It's just, I don't know why. It's just her voice, maybe. I don't know. And plus, I mean,
Massimo, we're just hanging out right now. That's all.
I say that Nia Jax is like just out there. I don't know. It just feels cringy. I'm just watching her. I'm like, ugh. And see, okay, that has nothing to do with her weight. That has nothing to do with that. It's just her as a wrestler. I don't know. It's just like no, this isn't working for me.
Yeah.
So,
And
if I had to pick-
yeah. And then who's your least favorite wrestler on the guys portion of on WWE?
this is probably going to shock some people, but my least favorite is Hulk Hogan. That dude, okay. He is good at talking in promos. The dude has muscles, like back in the day. I'm talking about like the late '80s and early '90s. But Hulk Hogan as a wrestler, the dude was just trash. Like he only knew like basic wrestling moves, and like that's it. So if I had to choose my least favorite, it would be Hulk Hogan. But like I said, that's just my opinion. Everyone has opinions. So.
Yeah, honestly, I don't really have a least favorite WWE wrestler at all because I don't watch WWE. But I do have least favorite like sports players that I don't like that much.
Right.
If you want to know them, I can go ahead list off some of them.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. The first player I do not like in sports is he's from the NFL. He played for the Cincinnati Bengals. He's not a player who currently plays though.
Right.
Perfect. If you remember that guy, Bontes Perfect.
Kind of. Wait. Let me see.
He's the linebacker from
Perfect. Oh, Vontez, Bontaze, Vontez Perfect. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that guy was a dirty player. Like he would intentionally try to get players hurt. For no reason. And during a wild card game, he wanted to get he was he was trying to start a fight with the ref and cause the team to
Uh-huh.
lose because they would get a 15-yard penalty. Actually, the thing that in that wild card game, he also intentionally knocked out Antonio Brown, the Steelers wide receiver, for literally no reason.
Jeez.
Not only did he try to injure players, he intentionally cost his team a playoff game. By so yeah, I don't like Montez Perfect. He's just a bad guy. I don't know what he's doing now. I hope he's doing okay. I hope he cleaned himself up, obviously, because he can't be doing that too. But yeah. Oh, and another. So yeah, I don't like him. I don't like the Texans guy. I don't remember what his name. His name is like Regier or something like that. His last name is. Maybe I got to search it up. It's like
Right. Yeah.
Algier, something like that. I think his name is like Algier.
Okay.
I don't like him either from the Texans. He was the
Okay.
guy who knocked out Trevor Lawrence during the Jacksonville game.
Oh, that one. Okay. I
Yeah.
was like, I don't know who that is, but now that you said, like, oh, okay, well, he's the guy that did this to that one. But okay, yeah.
Yeah, I don't like him either. I don't know why he did that for no. He
Mhm.
just I don't know why linebackers got to be the ones always trying to hurt players intentionally. Like I get the linebacker position supposed to be one of the most physical in football, but you don't need to put your shoulder into someone and give somebody a concussion. Like, do you really need to do that? That's not necessary.
Right, and like all these like athletes, I mean, they're getting paid millions. So it's like, why take the game just extremely seriously? It's like that you're going to be getting paid millions of dollars. So it's like, just play the game for the fun of the game, and not be like, you know what, I'm going to make sure that I just tackle that quarterback as hard as I can. It's like, why? It's like you're a millionaire. It's like just play the game for the fun of the game. If that makes
Play the
sense,
game
does
to
it?
win, you know?
Right.
Just play the game to beat the game. Really, what it comes down to is that's the thing though. And it's just like it's stuff like that doesn't make me happy. And then there's also players who are just genuinely cocky and annoying, like George Pickens. I don't like him either from the Steelers. It's not really that he's a bad person. He's just annoying, cocky, and I think he's a little immature. I would like him to I don't have any doubt. Like, I would like him to figure it out, Like,
like
I
to
just like
figure
him to
it
be
out. Okay.
just like not do that because again, as you said,
Right.
he needs to be there for his team, and he's good. But if he's gonna have a long NFL career, he can't be doing that, not being annoying.
Right.
Yeah, and then I think Deshaun Watson. I think why I don't like Deshaun Watson.
Yeah. I already know.
Yeah, not only is he horrible off the field, he's terrible on field. He was terrible last year before he got injured.
True. Yeah. I can't disagree with that. That's right.
Yeah, and he was just awful. And then you got and then you got guys like Ryan Leaf who were terrible as well. Then after his career,
Ryan Leaf was an absolute. Oh my gosh! I don't even know how to explain. Like, see. Okay, so when Ryan Leaf played in college football, like he was actually decent.
Yeah.
But in pro football, it's like it's like polar opposites. I mean, it's like summer, and then there's winter. It's just like two completely different performances. It's like Ryan Leaf, like what are you doing? Like,
yeah, I don't know. And honestly, the biggest thing to me about that was even in his college career, he had a terrible completion percentage. Like he was only completing 54.7% of his passes during his college career. So I really,
54.7. Okay.
yeah, that's not very good because usually
No, it's not.
you usually expect a quarterback to be at least completing 60% of their passes. So, you got to ask, what did NFL scouts see in him? Honestly, I got to say this. I got to get this off my chest. I've been thinking about it lately. I hate the way that NFL scouts I hate the way they evaluate players. They really only evaluate players on physical attributes and not mental attributes or
True.
other stuff like that. That's a big
true.
issue, and that's why guys like Anthony Richardson, who he's a big guy and he can run and stuff, but he can't throw a pass. He was completing under 50% of his passes last year. Get into the league. It's because of stuff like that, and they want to find these guys with great physical attributes, and I get it, but when you look at some of the best quarterbacks of all time, a lot of them don't have the craziest physical attributes. Tom Brady is not that physical of a guy. He can't run very fast or anything, but he can pass very well and he reads the field very well and he's very smart. That's what made him so great. You can't stop him. That's the thing. You just got to keep that in mind. It's and that's why I believe, and that's why so many of the greatest quarterbacks of all time have been have been drafted not even in the first round or second or third rounds. It's because of stuff like that.
True.
And it's really annoying. I think it's just really annoying that they do it that way because you can't tell me that even in this year's draft there's a guy named Jalen Milroe that I don't think is going to be that good. Just from what I saw from the Michigan game, the game they played against Michigan, he was not good, and I don't think he's going to be good in the NFL when he gets to play. If he gets to play at all, to be honest, and he's a physical freak, but you can't throw a pass. That's not gonna, you're not accurate. It's not gonna work out. And that's my biggest problem with NFL scouts. They need to look more into the mental attributes of players. I think would help.
Yeah. So my friend, Wendy, also known as Wyatt, told me, "Hey, watch their last stream." I was like, "Okay," and so I watched it. I was like, "Okay, well, this is definitely chaos." You're like, Brandon, whatever. I was like,
you're talking about Brendan now. We're on the topic of Brendan now. So with Brendan, there's actually some more drama on him now. And I saw, yeah, there's more. There's more. You were talking about how he was sensitive to all this stuff and whatnot. But me and 5 other people and Jackson and Joshua were in there. We were all talking about Brendan, and he just disrespected all of us. He even disrespected women too. So because he disrespected the woman by calling her a bitch. I'm not even kidding you. He actually said that. He and then he just proceeded to block all of us, for specifically people who even weren't in the drama, like me. I wasn't even involved in the drama, but then he just blocked me for no reason because he thinks I was gonna backstab him, and then he basically just did all this stuff to us and whatnot. So honestly, it's it's just his mental state is just going off the rails.
Yeah, and honestly, I do on one hand kind of feel bad for him because he clearly is not mentally well, but also at the same time, when it comes down to it, I'm going to talk about this on stream here, and I don't really care. I mean, look, what I'm about to say, Mr. Business Suits, might gross you out a little, just to let you know. Brandon showed off his you-know-what to his former girlfriend, Kit Kat, one time, according to her. apparently,
right,
which was not correct. You shouldn't
Right.
do that, especially because she didn't want that. And then in general, he
Got you.
just disrespected her by yelling at her for no reason, being mean to her, all that stuff. And the fact of the matter is, he didn't. I don't think he never actually apologized for any of that. I don't think. I mean, he maybe did, but I don't know. I don't think he
Right.
apologized for all of that, which kind of ticks me off.
And see, okay, so Joe said that Brandon called called who the
Okay, so for more context, for more context on that, I have a friend named Anaya. He called her a bitch
Called her.
because called her a bitch because like Anaya was giving us proof of what
Right.
Brendan was saying
Right.
toward like about us and whatnot, and then once she told him what she was doing, because like of course she was on our side and whatnot, but
Right.
then when Brendan found out what she was doing, he literally just like decided to just disrespect her and just call her that. And honestly, that's just full out mean, rude, and very disrespectful.
Yeah, and it's honestly with him, the way it's just with him for me, I'll be honest, like I think the thing that it's not even the fact that he does this stuff, it's the fact that he almost never takes accountability for any of this stuff he does. And the fact that I gave him a second chance willingly and he still decided to do this and not, admit to it. Well, not to admit to, but like he still did this stuff even after
Okay, so we have Brandon here calling a woman the B word. So Brandon, who gave you life on this planet? Oh, that's right, your mother. So would you call your mother the B word? Because you were fully capable of wanting to call a woman that's not your mother the B word. So what's the difference between whoever that woman is that Brandon called the B word comparison to his mother? The one thing that they have in common is that they're both women. So if Brandon's willing to just randomly call women the B word, well, what makes you think that Brandon would not call his mother the B word? It's like, right? I mean, you kind of see, where that's going, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see where that's going, and
Right.
and sorry, I had to bring up that whole thing with the.
If you're willing to call her that, so what makes you think that we're gonna believe Brandon if Brandon says, "Oh no, I never called my mother the B word." Oh, okay, so not your mother, but any other woman's fine, right? Come on, Brandon. Come on, Brandon.
Yeah.
You're in the wrong. Checkmate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it's like with me, and it's like like you said in your one stream that I joined last time. It's like you said that he was being sensitive. That he was being sensitive because I'm sure you saw that one stream. You saw that bit of the stream,
Right.
and then and one thing's for certain that one. Well, I got proof that he actually is sensitive because I witnessed it like I think two times. Two times I've witnessed Brendan being sensitive towards jokes because one time I joked about him having him and Kit Kat, and it's like him and Kit Kat, and then it's like and then he got all sensitive because me and another guy named Chris were saying Brendan X Kit Kat in the joking way, and then we're just spamming it a bunch. To that, I think of it as jokingly because we're just
right.
And then he got all sensitive about that. And then the next time I witnessed it happening, I jokingly said that I jokingly said something about his relationships in the past. I said it in a joking way, not in like a mean way. And then he got all sensitive about that. And then honestly, I just don't know why he's just getting sensitive to certain jokes, but then when it comes to there's some jokes he gets sensitive. When then there's other jokes where he's not sensitive. Like, come on, just pick a lane and stick to it.
Yeah, that's true. And also, sorry I had to bring up that whole thing with Kit
No,
Kat.
it's fine. Right.
I just wanted you to understand the situation,
Right,
and know
right.
who he is. Because okay, but the thing that really gets me angry is the fact that when I was trying to tell him that he was in the wrong, right? So this was back in October. I was trying to tell him that he was clearly in the wrong and that he needs to improve and stuff. He yelled at me like I was saying something wrong when I wasn't even yelling at him, really. I wasn't saying anything wrong. Everything I was saying was pretty much right, I would say. Now, if I was saying something wrong, then, I would admit to it. Unless I was unaware of the fact that I was saying it, because sometimes I can be, my self-awareness sometimes is not the greatest, but, like, I just don't think don't think he understands. I really just don't think he understands that, like, what some of the stuff he does is wrong. I just don't think he understands that, and that's the biggest issue, because it doesn't seem that way, because he yelled at me, and I tried to actually like talk it to him, and he just didn't want to respond to it. That was the part that really made me mad. Oh, and another thing about Brandon that really made me mad was when he randomly went into Joshua's Discord DMs and told him to go to hell, which was annoying, which that annoyed me as well.
And see, here's the thing. So, okay. Here's my message to you, Brandon. Don't think that you can just yell at anyone. Because let's just throw this example out. Let's say I was out in public, just minding my own business. And Brandon, for some reason, got mad at me. For some reason, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And Brandon, if you came up to me yelling at me, you can best believe that I'm going to yell right back at you. Because first of all, say that you're really that sensitive. I mean, if you're like, here's sensitive and here's like extremely sensitive. If you're that sensitive, social media is not meant for you. Just stay away. Because let me tell you, not everyone is going to agree with everything you say. Not everyone is going to agree with everything I say. Guess what? It is what it is, Brandon. But here's the thing. Women have first names. So why don't you start by saying, hey, my name is Brandon. Your name is what? Why don't you start talking to women by talking to women by their first names? That's number one. And number two, don't think that you could just yell at anyone, because Brandon, if you yelled at me, I would yell right back at you. So Brandon, you need to get a reality check on reality, because how you perceive things may automatically be different from how other people look at things. So you got to be open-minded. So from my guess, Brandon seems closed-minded. Like, oh, it's my way or no way. And let me tell you, Brandon,
that's exactly sorry, Mr. Visser, that's exactly, that's exactly right. That's exactly like it literally, that literally is how he is.
Right. And so, Brandon, say that you're closed-minded. Social media is not the place for you, because let me tell you, in the past, all these people right here were mad at me. Right. Because that's in the past. And guess what? I had to figure out, what can I do to bring peace to everyone? And naturally, I have an open mind. So I said, okay, let's all talk to each other as human beings, whether we agree or whether we disagree. It is what it is. And now look at us. We're all peaceful, talking to each other. There you go.
Yeah.
Can I say something?
Go ahead, Joshua.
Joshua, yeah.
Yeah, Brendan reminds me of another dude. he is actually very, very similar, named Dominic James Bolick. And Dominic, oh my, he's done a lot of bad stuff.
Jeez.
He's okay. Him, I'm not even gonna list off all the stuff he did because it would take a billion years.
Yeah,
But
yeah. I get it. Yeah.
yeah, basically, this man shows off his junk
Okay.
on
Yeah.
on Twitter, on his Twitter account for no reason. I don't know
Are
why he
you
does that.
serious?
Yes, he is big serious. I could back him up on that because I've honestly seen that account myself, and I honestly, it just disgusts me how this man can just do that on Twitter and not have any repercussions on it.
Yeah, like literally, that's the biggest thing. Look, it's bad that he's doing it, but the fact that Twitter has not done anything about it at this point
Right.
is the part that annoys me the most.
I'll be right back. Okay, like real quick.
All right.
Okay, but like literally, I'm just gonna tell you this. Literally, it's literally the truth though. Like you can't tell me that there are literally like policies on the Twitter about explosive content, and yet that's allowed to stay on Twitter. Hell no, you're not going by your own rules at that point. Like you gotta be stricter on that Twitter. Like that's ridiculous. Cannot be allowing that stuff on your website.
Yeah. So you know.
Yeah, he's bad. He's also done some other stuff. He's betrayed me a million times for no reason.
Yeah.
He's yelled. He's been a jerk to Joshua even after giving him a bunch of shout outs and stuff. And even after we gave him a billion chances to change, which he never did. And every time we tried to help him, he yells at us and calls us dipshits.
And see, here's the thing, Brandon. I promise you, if you came on stream and talked to me any type of way, you can best believe I'm gonna run my bells right back at you, man. I have years of experience doing this. So Brandon, I promise you, if you talked to me in a a debate, Brandon, you would lose instantly because I can pinpoint real quick what's wrong with you, Brandon. And see, so okay, say that I would say something, and then Brandon would be like, my response would be like, okay, if you're that sensitive, then leave the stream. If you're that sensitive, then go. Because Brandon, by you choosing to stay, you're only embarrassing yourself. Just go. People will get the hint if you're really offended. So, Brandon, by you choosing to stay on stream, that tells us that you're not really that offended. You're choosing to say that you're offended because you're wanting attention for all the strange reasons. Because for me, say that somebody was saying something that was really offending me, I'd be like, peace. I'm just going to go. Like, we're done. Like, that would be me. I'm not going to stand there like, oh my gosh, I'm so offended. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. And really also what it comes down to is those two, they also, the worst thing about them is that they use their autism as an excuse for the way they act, which, by the way, I am on the autism spectrum myself.
Same.
So, and I don't use it as an excuse for my stupid action. When I do something stupid or say something stupid on stream, I admit to it and I try not to do it again. You know?
Fair point. Right. Correct. Yeah, you're right.
Like, let's say for an example, I was being rude. I was thinking to myself, I'd be like, okay, you know, that was kind of messed up on me. I should apologize, something like that.
Right.
Yeah. So, I'm just thinking about all of this, and now you know. So now knowing that, Brandon is like no longer here, it's like, man, Brandon, I'll tell you what. say that you were in stream right now and you were talking to me any type of way, you would lose the debate real quick. Because Brandon, you thinking that you could talk to anybody any type of way, try talking to me that type of way.
And you
Because
know
I
what?
promise you,
Yeah.
oh,
And
go
you know
ahead.
what? Brendan actually joined my stream either yesterday or the day before,
I was like,
and
damn, I was
uh,
like, what?
and it's
Okay.
like, and I'm glad you're mentioning that. I was gonna wait till you got done talking, but then it's like, Brendan like was on stream talking all the smack and chat, and then I was like, you know what, Brendan? Come on to I'll create another StreamYard for us, and then you could keep talking smack on stream if you're not a pansy. And then it's like Brendan just didn't want to join up because he still had me blocked on Discord. But it's like Brendan, I literally told him, hey, if you want to like talk like a man and keep talking all that smack, like right in front of me, then come on here and we can keep on talking smack. Well, he didn't do that, and he was just hiding behind
Hiding.
he was just hiding behind that computer screen, just not willing to like actually continue talking all that smack and whatnot. So honestly, I just thought I'd bring that up because it was something related to that.
Yeah,
So.
and then not to mention, there's another thing about Brandon. There's so much about Brandon. I know.
Oh,
Sorry, we've been talking about it for a long time, but there is one more thing I have to say about him before I'm done.
One more? Are you sure? Okay, now I'm just joking. Go ahead.
Okay, but yeah, about a month ago, Brandon made a video about.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna be right back. I'll be right back, guys. I gotta go help my dad with something, so I'll be right back, guys.
All right, go ahead, Joe. Take your time. But yeah, so as I was saying, about a month ago, Brandon made a video on his YouTube channel talking about the situation with his parents, and basically, his dad told him that if he doesn't start acting, I guess more stable would be the word for it, or just stop acting like the way he acts, then he would be kicked out of the house by the end of the year because he was because by the way, Brandon is 18 going on 19, so he is an adult.
Right. Yeah, technically, right.
Yeah. And Brandon decided to do something that I kind of understand why he did it, but it was also dumb. He decided to make a video about it on YouTube, about the situation and talking about it and guess what? His dad found out and he got kicked out of the house, and now he's living with his mom. They're both divorced, by the way.
Okay.
That little detail. Yeah. Oh, shark score! But yeah, as I was saying, he did that. And it was a decision. That's not a great decision because obviously when you put stuff on the internet like that, it's going to be up there forever and stuff. You can't really do that. And his dad. And look, his dad actually has a reasonable reason. Like most of the time, I don't agree with kicking your children out of the house, and all that. But with the way Brandon acts, I kind of agree with him. And plus, he is an adult, so it's just for me,
right?
It's just not a. It's not a good. It's not something you should be doing in that moment. And I think he let his emotions get the best of him in that moment. Obviously.
Well, yeah, and see, okay. I'm going to guess here. And like I said, I could be right. I could be wrong because Brandon doesn't know me. And I most certainly don't know who Brandon is. So I'm just guessing like how he is as a person based off what you and Joe and Joshua are saying about all of this. So I'm going to guess that Brandon is the type of person that if something doesn't go his way, then he just wants to whine about it. Okay, so Brandon, here's a piece of advice. As life progresses, life only gets more complicated. So there will be a lot more, and I mean a lot more tough decisions that you're going to have to make. So by guessing that you're not mentally stable, it doesn't seem like your life is going to go in the right direction. So, what I would say is learn to have an open mind, learn how to talk to people, and most certainly start talking to women by saying their first name. That is called respect. Talking to women by their first name, because guess what? Men have first names, women have first names. So, Brandon, you need to get a reality check that not everything is going to go your way. Because guess what? Not everything is going to go my way. That's life. It is what it is. You have to make decisions that are realistic based on situation by situation. So say that something doesn't go your way, you're like, ah! It's like that's not going to solve it. Be like, okay, what happened? What was said? What decision do I have to do to keep moving forward? That's how you think, Brandon. Brandon, you being closed-minded, it's not going to work out very well for you. So there you go.
Yeah,
I just thought I'd put my thoughts in all of this.
yeah, and it's honestly though, as I said, I'm not. I do kind of. I have on one hand, like I do kind of feel bad for him, but on the other hand, he still has control over his own decisions, and he made the decision to make that video. He made the decision to disrespect me. He made the decision to disrespect everyone else. So you know what? We made a decision that we don't want to be friends with him anymore because we willingly gave him a second chance. Which most people wouldn't have given him a second chance, but
True. Yeah.
most people wouldn't have, but we willingly gave him a second chance. I willingly give him a second chance, and he showed me that at least right now he's not going to be able to change, and I'm not sure if he ever will be able to because it just seems like and like the fact of the matter is he something to mention. Man, there's so much. There's so much to piece together in this story. It's crazy, but he
Right.
also went to a mental hospital for like 5 days or something. He said it himself. That's him saying it himself. He
Right.
went to a
Okay.
mental hospital and stuff
Right.
because, well, he was also on medication and stuff for anxiety and depression and stuff. So it was like I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. So, what has Brandon said? Or okay, what has Brandon? Complained about that has to do with YouTube. I'm talking about like his
What is
channel, like his views, like kind of like that. Like, has he said anything about that? Like, or no? Like, I'm talking about YouTube, like specifically, not like his parents or women in general. About all of this. Like,
Joe can go ahead and explain that.
So, what Brendan has said with the views and whatnot, it's like he says that Brendan said his views are like went from like 150 something to like 120 something. For his channel, that's good. Because he had like little subscribers, and it's like with me, it's like I get like if he's talking about like total amount of views, then that for his videos, like how many videos he gets per like video or whatever, that's good for his channel. And if we're talking about everyday stats, that's good as well for getting like 100 views per day. And with me, mine are different because I have over 1,000 subscribers. Well, actually, over 2,000 actually. And Brandon had like 14. Like wasn't even was like below 100.
right.
And I actually get like over 100 views per day just from my YouTube channel alone.
Awesome.
And I'm not complaining. I like getting like the 100 views per day, which
Right.
means like every week I get about like 1,000 views per week. So I think that's fitting for my channel since I'm a big YouTuber and whatnot. And with him as a smaller YouTuber getting 100 views, that's good. But I don't see why he needs to complain about getting 100 views, like getting like less than views when it's like 100 views. Like that's just good. Like getting 100 views as a small YouTube creator is a good thing, not a bad thing.
But here's the thing: he expects everything to come right away. He doesn't want to wait for
I
any
know.
documentation.
That's
Yeah,
not how it
yeah,
works.
and it's like and I've been uploading YouTube videos for coming upon 10 years now, and I didn't instantly get 100 views per video.
Right.
I didn't instantly get the subscribers that I wanted. I worked hard to get the subscribers and whatnot that I got, and it takes hard work, it takes dedication, it takes a lot of stuff it takes a lot of hard work to get to where you are right now.
Right.
Like with me,
Well, yeah.
like I created my account in 2014 and started uploading in 2015, so it's gonna be 10 years now, like since I started uploading. And I didn't get that many views to start with, but then like I didn't get I got like little views, but then as my channel went on, I started getting more views and more views,
Right.
and then more views meant more subscribers, and then more subscribers meant more views. And with that, it's like I'm just happy that I even that I took the time to dedicate almost 10 years of uploads to do this, and almost hard work and dedication came to this. So I'm just proud of myself for getting to where I am now with all this hard work. And I think if Brendan actually did the hard work too, then I think he would be right where I am too. Just a bunch of if he actually put in the work, then he could actually get to probably where I am, probably just where I am, and probably actually be proud of himself for all the hard work he's doing.
Right, okay.
Suits, I have
Sorry,
a treat
John.
for you.
Sure.
I have something to tell you. I play WWE 2K a lot, and as a treat, here maybe later tonight or tomorrow, I might create you a 2K character of your very own.
Me?
Yeah.
All right. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah. And then back to the conversation. But and I've seen Jackson's channel, I've seen Joshua's channel, I've seen Moswell's channel, I've seen yours, and I've seen mine. All of us are doing really good with our views because of the hard work and dedication that we're putting into our channels. And then I see Brendan's, because I don't think Brendan is willing to put in the work or put in the dedication, because from what Jackson said, Brendan just wants everything to come right away.
Yeah,
and then it's like I just think if Brendan was here right now, I would I would tell him that, hey, just calm down and work hard, then you'll actually get the some views, some subscribers you want. But you just gotta work harder to get to where you want you want to be. You just gotta work hard and do whatever you need to do to get there.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So say that you are just starting YouTube, but say that you are already say that people know you already before you start YouTube. Like, oh, that person is famous. Okay, so say that person is already famous and they're going to start a YouTube channel. They will already get that success because their name is widely known comparison to somebody that nobody knows and they start YouTube. Well, guess what? That takes time. And see, here's the thing for people that are not well known, that want that genuine success on YouTube. You have to learn to try to talk about just like you have to learn how to talk about a variety of topics, not just one topic, not just two, but and so okay, so say that there is somebody that is well known that is talking in a YouTube video, and say that they say something that you happen to not agree with. Okay, so you can play their clip in a video and then stop it and then say, okay, this is what this person said, so I happen to agree with what they said, or I disagree because, so, something like that maybe, or talk about sports, or talk about movies, or talk about video games. You have to learn to talk about a variety of topics, not just one. Or say like, hi, my name's Brandon, and like that's it. Like, no, that's not how YouTube works. So there you go.
Yeah.
That's it's just you gotta take time. I honestly am happy with having 300 subscribers on my YouTube channel. Like,
that's cool.
I'm happy with that. Even if I don't gain more, I'm happy just having 300 people that enjoy watching my videos. That's something that I think that's something that means a lot. So I'm happy with that.
All right, hold on, okay? I'll be right back.
All right.
By the way, Jackson, I'm working on Suits' character now.
Cool.
Suits is gonna have his own character, though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He deserves a treat.
He does. He's a cool guy. Really enjoy talking to him about this stuff. He gives a new perspective as somebody who's been on this earth longer than we have.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's nice. I think it's nice to have that new perspective. Somebody who's wise and stuff. I think that helps with understanding things a lot more. But yeah, welcome back, Suits.
Hey, thank you. And see, like, say that there was a debate between me and Brandon, that would not go well because I can already see it now. So what I would say is be like, okay, Brandon, what are things that people say that you don't agree with? And so like say that Brandon would like start to get all sensitive, then I would say, look, if you're like kind of sensitive, but even then, you have to learn to talk to people who don't agree with you. Once you do that, maybe, just maybe, Brandon, you will learn the definition of open-minded, learning to accept people that don't agree with you on certain issues.
Yeah, exactly.
By the way, Suits, question, what's your favorite color?
I would have to say yellow because that it is a bright color, so and that like so okay, so I think that colors that are bright like kind of helps me to get in a good mood, so if I had to choose a favorite color, I'd pick yellow.
That's cool. Now with me, I would do my top three are blue, green, and red because they're just kind of how I think. I just like those colors, and to me, they just show that they, to me, blue, green, and red show like the bright side of someone, and then it's like I don't know about any of the other colors, but to me, they just bring out the bright side of people, especially me. So
Cool.
Fun fact: I'm pretty tall IRL. I'm 6'1".
I'm actually 5'6".
Well, that's cool.
You look pretty tall, Suits. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, I'm tall, but I don't think I'm that tall. I mean, so okay, so like for example, where I work at now, like in like my real life, I've been there for 10 years, and see, like here's the thing, to people such as Brandon, say that you happen to find a job in real life, like out in public, don't ever beg for a pay raise. Just keep working. That way the bosses or people that are in a position to make those decisions can watch you work. Say, you know what, that person is here to work and not just to socialize. So, but see, I don't really like managers, but see, here's why. Managers think that just because they're managers, that they think that they could just talk to the people who are managers just think that they can talk to the employees like in just any type of way. That's what that's like the main thing that always gets me mad about managers. It's like, okay, so you're a manager. Okay, well, guess what? I'm a human being, and guess what? You are a human being too. So you being a manager really means nothing because all you are is a manager of this place. Like that's it. So say that that person clocks out and leaves. Guess what? You're not a manager anymore. You're a human being just like me. You know? I mean, it's kind of like that.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's a thing, and I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of complicated stuff going on. So
Yeah.
it does, but like, so I do want to ask you something, Suits. Actually, what is your favorite food? I think that would be an interesting question.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good question. If I had to pick my favorite food, it would be Chipotle. Um. So it's like um. What's that type of food? Um. Mexican food. Like rice and beans and meats. You know, like in the wrapped burritos, like those. Those are delicious. You know, you
So your favorite's burrito?
right. Like yeah, like rice and like the beans and the meat or and the meat. You know, like all wrapped in the yeah.
Yeah, those are
Well, they're
good.
delicious. You? What about you?
My favorite food. It's really hard to say because I just like food in general, you know. But
Right.
if I had to say a couple. I really like hot dogs and burgers. American classics. Those are good. You can't
Cool.
beat a nice hot dog and burger, especially during a barbecue. You know, outdoor barbecue, you can't beat a burger or anything. Especially
Right.
juicy burgers. Especially if you get a nice juicy burger, those are some of the best food in the world, I think.
Cool.
Get a good juicy burger. It's great.
You know.
That's just the best. It is just the best, and I'm very, you know. But for other foods I do like tacos quite a bit. Tacos are good.
Yeah, tacos.
I do like potato salad. I don't know. Maybe people
Potato
do,
salad? No,
but I like it personally.
not me. I don't really care for that, but I mean, like, say that there are people that do like it. I mean, okay, you know.
I do like potato salad myself.
What?
And I do actually something else I like as well. I like nice ribs. You know.
What now? Oh,
Ribs.
ribs. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, they're delicious.
Yeah, ribs are great. Of course, gotta like your ribs. But yeah, those are some of my favorite foods. Joe, what are your favorite foods? Actually, I don't think I've ever asked you that question.
Well, my favorite types of foods in general is well, a burger, some pizza, and then I like wings, bone in
Wings are
and
good.
I like bone in and boneless wings, and I also like myself a little grilled cheese as well. And I like chicken sandwich as well. I like all those types of foods.
Awesome.
Yeah, those are good. Yeah, they're good. I really like. To me though, as I said, I like every food. Besides a couple, there's a couple foods I don't particularly like, in my opinion. You know, there's
Yeah.
some foods you could say, I don't know if I really like them.
Oh, and Suits, can I show you your character if you don't mind?
Sure. Yeah, Joshua.
Here you go.
Oh, well, that's cool.
What do you think of him?
That's cool. Can you kind of like, you know, like
He wants you to move it closer.
yeah,
too.
like kind of zoom in a little bit, or I mean,
There you go.
oh, that's cool. I like it.
Hold on, let me unplug my. There we go.
All right.
There we go.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, thank you, Joshua. I like that.
For you. And you know what? Since the news you've been hearing about Brendan so much, in a video, I will have you fight him.
Ooh.
Oh, like in the wrestling ring, or like
In the game. Correct.
Oh, that. I'd be like, Brandon.
That's
you
what I'm saying.
sensitive,
In the
right?
game.
Right, yeah, but like, yeah, like, okay, yeah, like, yeah, like towards the video game, like that concept.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's your wrestling attire. What do you think?
that's cool. Thank you, Joshua. I appreciate that. That's cool.
You're welcome, Sue.
Yeah.
Yo, Joe, isn't this a great stream or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. And see, like, yeah, and I like to think it.
Oof.
To think that like how like everything happened in the past from like the very beginning all the way up to now. It's just mind blowing to just see like how everything has like happened. Like, okay, this is the beginning, but this is now, and like and like now we are all here talking to each other now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Comparison to just typing in a video upload or like talking and then okay click video upload.
Yeah. That this is a lot more meaningful in my opinion.
It is, yeah, that's very true.
It is, and that's the thing, and but yeah, I think it's been really great to meet you and kind of talk to you about this stuff. I think it's really nice.
Jackson, that's cool. Yep, you too.
Yeah. And and fun fact, Suits, I was actually wanting to get Massimo in here, but he
Sure.
was actually he was busy, so
Oh,
he
okay. Right.
couldn't make it. So yeah, so I got Jackson as a replacement.
Hey, I'm not a. Hey, you call me a replacement? What? I'm just kidding. I know you're kidding, Joe.
Mm-hmm. But what if I'm not kidding?
Joe, Joseph.
Joe, I'm sorry.
Oh my
Yeah.
God! There's no way that wasn't a score, bro. That was almost a win. Fuck.
Oh.
Here's the clip.
Yep, there's a clip right there.
Come on,
Man.
Sharks. Just win a game for once. God damn it.
Jack, get out of this buddy.
If you didn't know, Suits, Jackson has a tendency to rage at a game when he's like playing a
Okay.
game. He has a tendency to rage at games.
Rage
And-
alert.
And what me and Joshua did back in the past is that we would always, I made a couple of videos of Jackson raging, and those are some really good videos on there. And I still have some of those up, and it's like basically Jackson raging is just funny for me to watch because of all the stuff that's happened. And it's to me it's funny, to Joshua it's funny and whatnot. And and that's one of the reasons why me and Jackson became friends, is because of how funny Jackson is.
Okay,
Yeah, pretty
cool.
much. Yeah, pretty much. That's how it went. But yeah, it was. Yeah, I still rage a little bit.
Oh,
Not
you
as much as I used to, though. I'm a little bit more chilled out now. I still rage sometimes, though. But back when I was like 12, 13, I used to rage a lot.
do? Yeah.
But obviously back then I was, younger. So
Yeah, like right. Got you.
I
Yeah.
think I can modulate myself a little better now. A little bit. Because, you saw that little moment there.
Mm-hmm.
If you saw me in real life when I'm watching like football games and stuff, though, it can get a little bit worse than that, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why? Like, I mean, just
No, it's just because my Patriots have been so bad over the last 2 years.
Patriots. Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
it makes me
Okay.
mad. See them play like
My
poor.
Buccaneers have been pretty good.
Yeah, Buccaneers. Yeah, that's right. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Joshua likes the Buccaneers.
Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know. Believe me. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, that's
Or-
cool. I mean,
Or as we like as a certain friend of mine and me and some other people like to call them. Some people like to call them the Succaneers as a joke. And there's the Patriots.
Okay.
And there's the Patriots. And then all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Oh, and the Aints, as Ella just said.
So okay. So like, here's my message to Brandon about women. Okay, Brandon, say that you care to talk to a woman. The first thing you need to do is to get to know the woman. Stop worrying about what they look like. Get to know the woman, because guess what? A woman's looks is just the front cover of a book. It's just looks. But say that you actually take the time to make conversation over time, best believe that will help you in learning how to form a open mind. Yeah, that word. Remember? So there you
Yeah.
go, Brandon. So if that makes you sensitive, boo-hoo. You know, that's my advice. So take it or leave it. If you leave it, okay, bye. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it is. Right.
That's
Yeah.
pretty much how it goes. That's pretty much how it goes. If you're
Right,
not,
right. Talk to the woman. Get to know her, like her name, her hobbies, likes, dislikes.
yeah.
You know? Rather than be like, oh my gosh, she's so hot. Like,
Score!
like
Score! Let's go! Yes! Oh, sorry.
Don't embarrass yourself, Jackson. Get serious and Suits present.
Oh my god. See, Suits, Jack, this is what I have to deal with sometimes. Jackson could just randomly either randomly get excited or randomly rage at just for some random reason, and it could get funny. So this is why I, I'm glad I brought Jackson on here.
Right. Yeah.
As me and Joe always said together, rage alert! Rage
Rage
alert!
alert! Yeah, we always say that every time, like all the time.
Yeah.
And we always bug Jackson about it too.
And Joe always trolled with the Jackson Rage videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, and I was just looking at the stuff on the. I was looking at this stream, and this stream's actually doing good, really good. Like, just from like what I've been seeing, this stream's been doing good, just as good as last stream.
Awesome.
And
come on,
it's like, and it's probably because again, you're in here, Suit. So you.
Oh, thank you.
It's like it's because it's. I like that you're here, Suits, because it's like not only are you like a good friend to us, but you also have provided.
Yes, let's go! Yes!
Oh my god!
Okay,
My ears.
Okay, that's. This is why I brought Jackson here too.
It's fine.
Just you know what, you and Jackson combined are just the type I needed to bring in here for the stream to make it more entertaining. So, and this is why I have Jackson in all my streams because Jackson can provide the entertainment for this, and then you and me alone. If it was just you and me alone talking about whatever,
right,
it bringing a bunch of traffic, but. Right. But judging how we got both Jackson and Joshua in here, it's more variety because there's more people.
Right,
so,
you're right.
Yeah. So, yeah, and I just looked and I got I think I got like 47 total views just from looking. I looked at my YouTube studio. I got 47 total views just from this very stream alone because of all of us being in here. So
awesome.
It's kudos to all of us. All of us put in a little bit of work just to make this possible.
Yep.
Of course. Spending our time here, it's great.
There's Joshua,
You know?
there's Joe, and there's Jackson, and then there's me. Because of all of us. That is the
Yeah.
reason why there's success. Because of all of us. Not
Yeah.
just one person, Brandon. It takes all of us. You know, a team. You know.
Yeah. It's like okay. So I've been a solo YouTuber for a long time, and there's times where I'm like, still posting videos on my own, but there are times where I post videos with Jackson, Joshua, and a couple of others, and it's like it basically, if I involve my friends in the videos and just have some fun with it, then there's a higher chance of me gaining some traction from in the videos. That way makes it better, and nice. And back like in the summer of last year, I started doing a thing called funny moments videos. Basically like what most YouTubers, some of the YouTubers I watch do, like Vanos Gaming and I'm Wildcat and whatnot. Those guys like post funny moments videos, and I basically posted some of those. Those did well, and then but mainly just me being with my friends just kind of brings in the traffic, if you know what I mean.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like on streams, it basically makes the streams good if I have like multiple people in there with me. Like the stream I did yesterday, that got 72 views just from being having me and my friends. And then the stream beforehand, it's like when the last few streams have been doing really well because of having it being the streams with me and my friends are always doing well, and then it's like they always get a bunch of views, and then just recently a lot of my streams have been getting a bunch of views, even though I'm not really streaming much. It's like I'm always getting I'm always trying my best to stream whenever I can, and they always do good too. So it's like anytime I'm wanting to stream, I always see if my friends are busy, and if they aren't, then I'll get them in there and then we'll have some fun, whatnot, and it'll just be either crazy or it'll be normal. But it's always one or the other, and then which I always have fun with it either way. So
yeah. Trying to think.
And I'm gonna be real about Suits. He's an amazing legend.
Yes, yeah, he is.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, it's like just think, guys, just think. Back then, it's like we were just like all mad at each other because of the drama.
It was chaos. I mean,
it was like chaos, and then it just went all, and then now we're just all civil with each other, and we're all just acting like normal human beings.
That's right. Grade A, amazing. It's just like that.
That's right. Jackson's favorite saying. That's right.
It is not my favorite saying. Your favorite saying is "sucking ears." Is your favorite saying?
Okay, boys, just calm down for 1 second. Come on, boys.
We said we weren't going to do this while Mr. Business was around, but did we really mean it? Probably not. Maybe, I don't know.
Boys, you gotta calm down for 1 second. Come on, boys.
Okay, we'll calm down. Wait a minute, you're not my father.
Well, I kind of am because
Don't start that.
Oh man, but yeah.
I'm sorry about that, Suit.
No,
I'm sure Suits is fine with it. He's just witnessing a bit of the. He's just witnessing a taste of the craziness that happens during these streams.
I don't care.
Yeah.
It's all good.
But yeah, back then it was just all craziness between us, and then now it's just we're all together, united.
Right. Peace. Right.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, from what I understand, it's like, you know, basically, back then you weren't open minded because you like, were only focusing on yourself. But then after this whole, and then once after the drama technically like kick started, and at some point during the whole drama, you're like, okay, I need to find some way to calm this down, or otherwise it is going to get way out of hand. And then you honestly did calm us down,
Right.
and
Yeah.
you did make peace with us, and you basically just did what most people with drama might not do. It's like, it's like when people get into drama, it's like there's a chance that it will turn there's a 50-50 chance it will turn out good, and then there's a 50% chance it'll turn out bad. So it just depends on how someone treats the situation. Like let's say they treat the situation like you did. Like at first you kind of it's at first we're all mad at each other, and then you decide to change and want to fix everything. What and then well, there's like some people that are like thinking that they aren't in the wrong. It's like some people like Brendan think that they're not in the wrong and that they're always right, and then they are like, those types of people are like the more likely to fail or more likely to for the drama to more like for to happen. And once if the drama happens, then they're more likely to not be able to not get out peacefully in that situation, while people like you and me, Suits, are more likely to get out of that situation like fine and like with only minimal damage.
Right.
And
yeah.
Okay. So what's that YouTube channel? Mr. Business Suits. Action. Mr. Business Suits. Reaction channel. I think that channel is complete garbage, because that channel is like, okay, it's like, why not take the time to create a channel about yourself rather than dedicating a channel entirely to me, which that tells me that person most likely has no life, and like, and so like, that whole time when that person was making videos, it's like that person was not able to talk very well. Like, okay, so he would say like, "Oh yeah, okay, so he said this. Oh well, like, why is this?" It's like I'm thinking, it's like, can you please expand your vocabulary? I mean, like, the channel, just titling it "Mr. Business Who's Reaction," like say that it's one thing to say, okay, what you said here I agree with, and what you said here I disagree with. And then like talking to me as a human being, that's one thing. But say that he chooses to upload a video making fun of me, that tells me that he is not the type of person that would step up and talk to me face to face. He wouldn't. He would go run
yeah
like,
yeah
let me dedicate a channel to Mr. Business to get views, because I have no life, because I choose not to create my own channel and talk about me and see where that goes. It's kind of like that. It's like, I don't get people like that.
Yeah, it's like, and then it's like, what it's like, even if someone were to randomly create a channel like dedicated to you. It's like if they're gonna do that, I think they should like spread positivity towards you,
Right.
and not say anything negative. And what I think should happen is if like someone's gonna create a channel dedicated to you, I think you and all the people on your fans list should know first about what the channel is
Right.
before,
Yeah.
and then once you know, once that channel is known to us on the fans list and to um like you, then maybe there's a chance that and we'll see where that channel goes. And then if that channel like decides to just go all smack, like talk all smack towards you and be all like negative and disrespectful towards you, then it's like then we're all gonna just come out and just be like, hey, take this channel down. We're not there. You can't do that because he did nothing to you. That's
Right.
if he did nothing to if he did something to you first, then there's no reason for that. And then like Buddy Blake Stapleton, he still has that video up on you. It's just
That
unlisted.
dude.
And then Bobby, it's like
Stapleton. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
it's
Go
like
ahead.
Bobby. It's like Bobby Gunna and Buddy Blake Stapleton both uploaded videos on you, but the difference is that Bobby Gunna actually took the time to take
Right.
the videos down
Right.
and
And then
uh,
talk to me as
talk to you like a human being and
Right.
actually apologize to you as well.
right. Yeah.
While
Yeah.
Buddy
And
Blake
see,
Stapleton didn't do that.
and see. Here's my message to Buddy Blake Stapleton. If you were to talk to me any type of way in a live stream, you would lose the debate instantly. Buddy Blake Stapleton seems like the type of person that he wants everyone to agree with everything he says, or else he's going to be like, no, go away. Buddy Blake Stapleton, there's something wrong with you. And see, here's the thing that has nothing to do with you as a person, it's about your mentality, what you're doing, what you're saying. Oh, it's their businesses, blah, 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 blah. You keep running your Buddy Blake Stapleton, you keep running your mouth in the past. Right, right. That was in the past, but not now. No. But Buddy Blake Stapleton, I promise you, you would never say any of that to my face. I promise you, because the way that you think that you can talk to people, you will get a reality check that there are people out there that are crazy. Now, not me, I'm not crazy, but best believe if you're gonna run your mouth, I'm gonna run my mouth back at you. That way the entire audience can see that when I take the time to explain a situation, I say, okay, here's my point of view. And then, but also I say, okay, so here's also what this person is doing. And then I say, which one is in the right and which one is in the wrong. And what is the definition of that? Being open-minded, letting the viewers make that decision to see who's in the right and who's in the wrong.
Yeah, and it's like that's kind of what happened with during our drama. There were times where you posted reality checks towards me, and it's like I and that was during my whole obsession phase and like me and me not
it's
me.
okay, Joe.
Yeah, it's like me and during that time, it's like like people knew that I was in the wrong. And it's like you, Massimo, Australian Steve Meow,
Yeah.
you three were mainly going at me because of what happened. Well, mainly you and Massimo. Australian Steve Meow actually post like a couple videos towards me, and then but it's like mainly. But the difference between me and Buddy Blake Stapleton is that I learned from my past mistakes,
Exactly.
and I, mended our.
Right.
I did everything right, and I fixed what was wrong and whatnot. And then I, now I'm on your fans list, and I got you be on my stream twice, and
Yeah.
and it's just all good things happened to me when I was able to fix like all the stuff that I did wrong.
Yeah.
Right. And see, Joe, my point was not to like, I'm gonna call you names. Now, okay, now those moments when I called you names, I was in the wrong for that. Now, see, I was only calling you names because I was mad at that moment. But say that I kept upload. But say that I were to upload videos back to back to back to back to back saying the exact same thing, calling you names, then you could say, okay, well, he's saying this, so that means he means it. But no. I didn't mean it because I only said it in that moment. So was that right of me to do?
No.
To call you names? No, of course not. But like I said, I was mad in that moment. But see, here's the main thing, Joe. I just wanted you to listen to me because number one, I never gave up on you. And number two, I said, Joe, I promise you, if you listen to me, I promise you, everything 100% will go smoothly. And look where we're at now, Joe.
Yeah. It's all smooth now.
See, I told you.
We're all good pal. We're all good pals now. We're
Yeah.
it's like I'm on your fans list. You're treating me with. It's like you're treating me with respect.
Right,
It's like
right.
it's like man. It's like since it's like you said, like if I listen to you and like listen to what you had to say, then things will turn out more smoothly. And then I did that, and then you said and then you said for me to get on on your fans list, I had to do this and then that and then
Right.
whatever, and then I made sure to do that, and then now I'm on your fans list. I'm now I'm respected more by you than before, and now we're just all buddies.
Right. And see, Joe, here's the thing. You showed that you were able to change for me, and you were able to show that you were able to change for everyone else. But guess what, Joe? Most importantly, you shown that you were able to change for yourself. That's the main message that I was wanting to get to you. Say that you can see that in yourself to make that change. It is the greatest feeling in the world because everyone can see now that Joe is in the right.
Yeah, and it's like, and then better example of that is that like when Buddy Blake Stapleton first made that video towards you, when I saw that, it was like, okay, he needs to. That was so stupid of him to make that video towards Suits, and then I went against Buddy Blake Stapleton because he like went against you because for no reason. So that's why I went against him. I went against him because he was in the wrong for randomly posting about you again, and then and honestly, I'm sure when you saw that I like stepped up and decided to side with you instead of siding against you. I'm sure that made you like feel good that they had someone on your fans list to step up like with you instead of just going against you.
Yeah, that's pretty much how that goes. Pretty much.
See, so here's one thing that I said in the past to Buddy Blake Stapleton. I said, Buddy Blake Stapleton, upload one video and say something positive about me, or say something positive about the fans list, or just say something positive about the a community. And guess what? Buddy Blake Stapleton couldn't do that. Buddy Blake Stapleton has never said one positive thing about me online. So that tells me one thing, Buddy Blake Stapleton, that you are the type of person to purposely disagree with anything that I say. So that tells all of us the type of person that you are, Buddy Blake Stapleton, and that is called that fake energy. That that Buddy Blake Stapleton is the only type of person that only cares about what benefits him. And see, Buddy Blake Stapleton, I want to see you make that change like Joe did, but by the looks of it, it seems like that's not going to happen. And guess what? It is what it is. But see, Joe has made that change, and guess what? Seconds, minutes, hours, days, weeks, months. I am so happy to see that he made that change, so that everyone can see that about him. That's the point.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I'm going to use this example. Even if I'm talking about, like, I don't know, a sports team I don't like. Like, let's get an example here. The New York Jets. I can say something positive about the team. Like right now, I'll say something positive. Garrett Wilson's a great wide receiver. Sauce Gardner is a good cornerback. They have, and I think they have a better coaching staff now that they got Aaron Glenn. See, I just said 3 positive things about the Jets right there.
Right.
Immediately, huh? Off the top of my head. So even a sports team I genuinely don't like, I can say positive things about.
Yeah.
And even about Brandon, for example, I can say he's a really funny dude, when he's not doing all
Right.
that stuff.
Like that. Like, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like, just crazy how even with bad people, you could still you could still try and find like a positive thing about them that you can
Right.
say towards them. So
Yeah, and see, like, people, like, Buddy Blake Stapleton. See, here's the thing. I chose to never say anything positive about Buddy Blake Stapleton only because Buddy Blake Stapleton started it first. So that gives me free range to not say anything positive until he says something positive about me or the fans list or just or something positive. But since Buddy Blake Stapleton can't or chooses not to say anything positive about me or my fans list, that tells us the type of person that Buddy Blake Stapleton is. There you go.
yeah, and it's like just think it's like just think about this for a second.
Sure.
With me, I was like at first I didn't really understand. Like I didn't really I started everything, and then at some point I changed, and then I said some good stuff because I knew that, and then because I found out that you weren't trying to be like rude towards us at the beginning because of whatnot, and then and you're all you're trying to do is understand us.
Right, yes.
Yeah, and honestly, that's what I like about people is that if people take the time to understand, then they're willing. Then, well, to me, in my opinion, if people take time to understand me or like anyone in my friend group or even just my backstory, then I'll respect them more because they're willing to take the time to listen to me
Right,
and
exactly.
willing to take the time to understand why I'm the person I am.
Yep. So to listen, to understand,
Hmm.
and most importantly, to look at me and to look at all of us as human beings, and and to understand that yes, there will be times that I'll say something that not everyone is going to agree with. But guess what? I know that I will be saying things also that people will agree with. So there's agreeing and disagreeing of the combination. That is how you talk to people as human beings. So yeah,
Hmm.
you're right.
Yeah, definitely. But other than that, if we have nothing really else to talk about, then I guess I can just, end the stream here, and everyone can just, go on with the rest of their day.
Yeah, yeah. Something I do want to talk about before we go though. To all of you. So, with everything we talked about, how do you feel about the stream? You know,
You're
I
talking
really
to.
like it personally.
Okay, well, if he's talking to us, and I think the stream turned out like really good. Like, and I definitely think it did. It's gonna be as good as the first stream,
Mm,
and because
Oh yeah, most certainly. This stream is
yeah,
epic. And can I
Yeah.
say
yeah,
something while I'm at it?
sure,
yeah,
Joshua.
yeah. Go ahead.
I'll admit, every time we do a stream with you, Suits, it's amazing. Like, I'm always happy to be in your presence.
Yeah,
Oh,
me
thank
too.
I
Me too.
appreciate that. Oh my gosh, thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah, and I'm sure Jackson is just happy that he got to meet you for the first time because
Yeah,
Jackson, this is the first time Jackson's been in the stream with you. I
I
think
know.
because the last time it was just me, Massimo, and Joshua
Right.
meeting you for the first time,
Yeah.
and then now this is me and Joshua's second time meeting you, and
Right,
then
Jackson's
but
first,
now
right.
but it's Jackson's first time. So like, and it's to me it was like both this time and last time. It's crazy how we all got to talk to you, and how like it was just it went from us talking on video to us
Yeah,
talking on
like now,
stream.
right.
Yeah. So that's what I really like with when it comes to like, us talking and whatnot.
Yeah, and I really appreciate you, Joe, letting me on the stream. I hope in the future I can join more streams with Mr. Business Suits for sure.
Yeah.
Of course,
Yeah. Whenever I decide, whenever I decide to do another stream with Suits, I'll be sure to let you know, and then allow you to
Can I
come in.
join?
Yeah, anytime I want,
course,
anytime,
Joshua.
anytime I'm streaming with Suits, I'll have you, Jackson, and even Massimo come in
Oh, right,
here,
of course.
and having the four of us like talk to you, and then just having fun while at it too. So you know,
I also most definitely look forward to being in more of your live streams, Joe, as my live stream experiences here on Joe's channel, and just everything here is just great, amazing, and so importantly, seconds, minutes, hours, days, weeks, months. Thank you to all of you that watch the videos and the streams, and most importantly, thank you to Joe for inviting me here to making all of this happen. And most importantly, thank you to Joe, thank you to Jackson, and thank you to
You're welcome.
thank you to
yeah.
Joshua, and thank you to everyone for just being you.
Yeah, and one quick question before I end the stream. How's 1A, also known as Wyatt, doing? How are they doing?
Yeah.
She is doing good. Yeah, doing good.
That's good. I was just wanting to know because
Right. Yeah,
and
doing good.
yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna end the stream here. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys all next time. Thank you to all you guys for joining. Thank you to Mr. Business for joining in as well.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, of course.
And
Thank you.
I'll see you guys. Yeah, and I'll see you guys all in the next stream. Goodbye, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Take
See you later.
care.
Stay safe out there. God bless America, of course.
Thank you. Take care.
Can I say something?